How's it going? I'm that ginger photographer. I'm going to be running through my 2-light setup that I use on every job for clients whenever I'm on location photographing food. It's a really easy setup and it doesn't matter whether you're using continuous lighting, using flash guns or powered in flashes, and it doesn't matter if you're using window light either. This setup will work for you. So I've just been to town and bought you this very average looking sandwich, and that's what I'm going to be photographing today. I know it's not the most appealing looking, but I'll be able to demonstrate the points that I'm trying to prove with the lighting setup. It's already fallen apart, so I better get into it quickly. So the first thing I always do when setting up my lighting is I put one light directly to the side of the dish. Doesn't matter which side. If you've got a more attractive side to the dish, obviously this sandwich doesn't count. But if you've got a more attractive side, put this light higher up to one side, pointing down at the dish, so you're kind of lighting it from above as well as to the side. And you just want that pointing not directly at it, but just a couple of inches off, more so that the spread of the light is hitting it. You don't want this center bit hitting it because that's your hot point. That's going to be your widest point. So you want the spread hitting it. If you're using flash, slightly point your flash away from the dish. If you're using window light, it doesn't matter. It's going to be gorgeous. Second thing I do is introduce this next light, and I want that behind the dish, and I just want it pointing to the back of it. Again, I don't want it pointing directly at it from behind. I want the kind of spread to be hitting the light. The reason for that is, I'll leave this one off for now. If I take a photo of this dish with only the one light setup, we're going to get those harsh shadows on the left-hand side. As you can see in that photo, you can see that the left-hand side looks a little bit more in shadow. So then we introduce this second light, which is going to be lighting it up slightly from behind. I think this is called a hair light. I'm not sure if that counts when you photograph a food because nobody wants hair in the dish. But this light is going to be set to a lower power. So this one for me is 0.3. That's the power setting. And this one is 0.1. This is just like a little bit of a fill light. This is your main light lighting up the entire dish. This is just like a little complimentary, oh, I'm here too, but it's not as powerful. And as you can see from that photo and that setup, that is going to give us a nice bit of fill where it was in shadow before. Now the front of that is still a little bit in shadow, so all I would do in that case is bring this light round a little bit and then take it again. And there we go. As you can see, that is now lit from the front, lovely. Again, it's not the most appealing looking dish. It's a shitty sandwich, let's be honest, but I think that kind of proves my point, and it works on every dish from above. From front on, it doesn't really matter. One other thing you can do if you're only using one light or if you're using window light is use anything white on location that you can grab, a piece of paper, grab a menu, anything like that, and just put that to the opposite side of your main light. And as you'll see when I take this does pretty much the same job as what that other light does. Probably could have saved myself a couple of £100 there and just bought some white pieces of paper. But as you see, that bounce light also fills in. Some might say that actually looks better with the bounce card than it does with the other flash. I am one of those people. And there you go, it's as easy as that. Literally just have one light pointing down at your dish and one light slightly behind at the same level as your dish, and you'll be onto a winner. Doesn't matter what you point in front of the camera, the dish is going to look great. From above, from side on, try it out, give it a go. And again, if you're using window light, use the same principles. Pretend this is a window, it's doing exactly the same thing. Wow, look at the view. But it's doing exactly the same kind of lighting as we were getting there. Use your bounce card to fill in the other side of the dish. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it useful, and I'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.